For me, I learned when I was in the fifth grade. I uh, moved out of my mom's house, or I was removed from my mom's house when I was in the fourth grade. And I was living in a group home at one particular time. And scary, scary situation. The whole thing was scary. And my first night there, I went to bed and I was actually crying myself to sleep. And all of a sudden, I woke up to a bunch of people screaming, not yelling, screaming. And it literally was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? And my roommate was like, you better get out there really quick. And there was this tiny little girl, this little blonde-haired girl, probably like the fifth grade, real petite. And then there was all the staff around her, and then all the other people in the house. And we were like sardines, like we were like face to face, like we were like all touching each other. And everybody was just screaming at her, like red face, sweating, screaming at her. And of course, I'm looking at the situation and I'm like, oh my word, like what is going on? I was terrorized by that event. We didn't have that screaming in my house growing up. And so I was introduced to something. And then as soon as they were done screaming at her, the staff turned on me and looked at me and said, don't you care about her? And we were doing a confrontation. And then everybody started to scream at me. I thought I was gonna pass out. I was so afraid. Her offense was that she brought Kool-Aid upstairs, and you're not supposed to bring Kool-Aid upstairs. And so that the form of discipline in this house was confrontation, and everybody gets into your face. And so, super, super traumatic event for me. And so, when I got married, I started having a lot of young kids, and anger and yelling just became like a natural response for me. And when I started to process, is this mind, body, or spirit? Like, what is this? Like, why am I so about everything? And I realized I had the belief system, yelling is caring. Yelling is caring, because that's what I was taught. It actually was fear-based. I thought if this is what I'm supposed to do, and I have to do it so that nobody yells at me, let me tell you, I'm gonna be the best one. Because I don't ever want you guys to turn back on me and yell like that again. It's fear-based, but nonetheless, that's the structure that was developed for me. So am I an angry mom? Or was I actually a little girl that needed to unlearn what I learned?